impromptu product review of the Keiser m3i exercise bike. Never in a million years would I have thought that I would have owned an exercise bike, but with the COVID-induced quarantine, I was getting pretty out of shape, and so I started looking. I spent a few weeks looking and researching, and my wife recommended I look at Keiser because that's what they had in her gym, and I loved everything I read about it, so I went ahead and bit the bullet and bought it. And it arrived 2 days ago, and I set it up yesterday, and I love it. It's a commercial grade bike meant for use in gyms, so it's rated for thousands and thousands of hours without needing any maintenance, which is fantastic. Sturdy build, mostly all metal. I love the Keiser design with the flywheel in the back, meaning that, it's more like a traditional bike where your power generating wheel is in the back. V design means that the sweat zone is not over anything important. It's got a really pretty awesome onboard display that's simple. It doesn't have any buttons you have to push or worry about. Came with heart rate monitor and the mat, which is really nice. And for 2,000 bucks overall, it's just a really good deal. Love the magnetic resistance system. Means that there's nothing ever touching the wheel. So it's got 24 gears, and they're like butter. Super smooth. Just feels tremendous. So love the design, love the look, love the feel. Value-wise, I think it's the best bike out there for the money. I looked at the Peloton, but with the Peloton, you're not getting a $2,000 bike. You're getting a $500 laptop with a $1,500 bike embedded in it. And I wasn't interested in an all-in-one device. I'm not the type of person to buy a TV with a VCR built into it, because obviously when the TV breaks or gets outdated or you want a new TV, you're stuck with a VCR that doesn't work. So in my opinion, this is the way to go. The Keiser works with all the apps, works with most of them out of the box, but then I bought the M-series converter, so now it can speak Zwift and Peloton and everything else. So I used it with Zwift today, worked flawlessly. Was able to ride through a virtual game universe, and it tracked my heart rate and my power and my speed and all that stuff. So super cool bike, made in America, made in California actually, which has been fantastic. When I order stuff from their website, I typically get it within 2 days, even during COVID. What else? And I like that it's not a computer with a bike attached to it. The Peloton simply isn't as nice of a bike. It's not meant for commercial use. It's meant for one person to use it a few times a week. It's just not that sturdy. It won't last that long. It's got a lot more plastic on it. And there are the privacy concerns with a bike recording your personal image and sending it to another company, along with all of your other biometric data. So with the Keiser, you just get a really good bike. And that's about it. You can then use whatever app you choose to use. So that's it. No monthly fees. And I can't say enough good things about it. It's a heavy bike to get installed. The install took me alone about 90 minutes, but I think about 80 minutes of that was just trying to get it out of the box. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, elegant device. The flywheel is completely silent and absolute perfection, and it just feels amazing when you're riding it completely silent. So that's it. If you have $2,000 to spend, you'll get a much better bike in the end if you go with the Keiser than something comparable like the Peloton. Plus, Peloton ends up being about $3,000 after a year of subscriptions, and I just not interested in a plastic bike that I have to plug into a wall and has a computer baked into it. That's it. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments and I'll try to answer them the best I can.